You're here for all signs for the Pluto Direct. Pluto and Capricorn for all 12 zodiac signs. Let's get into this forecast. Thumbs up. Pluto is going direct on October 11th, 2024. I got some important dates that you need to know. I'm going to let you know when the shadow began for Pluto. I'm also going to let you know what's happening with Saturn, who governs and rules Pluto. So Saturn in Pisces in Western astrology, or Saturn in Aquarius in Vedic. I'm going to look to give you the lens for both. And the part of the sky that is actually representing the nakshatra and the deities that are involved. This is about the ultimate victory actually starting to wind back up once again. Because mind you, we went into Aquarius, we went back into Capricorn, we went in and we went back. It's been a lot of back and forth, but it's finally about to finish. And Pluto going direct is that kind of thing where, remember, Pluto doesn't really make a lot of impact. It doesn't make a lot of noise until it slaps you dead in the face. And I can tell you that I've been getting my ass whooped, but I'm going to win this because this is the ultimate victory. Now, why is that so, right? Like, I am a 28-degree moon sign in Aries, yeah? And so 29 degrees, that thing has been really rocking with me from an emotional level. Understand what happens with your emotions when it is pressed into a little container that is forced to discombobulate, disconnect, reintegrate, and literally combust and explode from an implosion, going in so much before it actually comes out. And that will affect you in many ways. So let's get into it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and the likes button. This is your AstroShaman inspiring brilliance with occult practices and spiritual accountability. And we're doing that within our membership. Check out the Astro Economy. It's in the link down below. It's on part of my website. We're always doing Qigong. We're always doing breath work. We're communicating via WhatsApp private groups. And people are sharing a lot of how they feel different in this world, as you should. And so Pluto moving back into Aquarius. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What? Groups, communities? Okay, I feel pressured by universe, by God, by spirit to join somebody that's unique and individual and completely irrational, but they're actually rational because they know what makes sense. Join our membership. Join our membership, join our membership. Other than that, you can obviously check out, right now the waiting list has begun for the one-on-one Shamanic Rite mentorship. So do understand, I'm taking people on that first come, first serve basis. It's looking earliest I can say March 2025 that I'll be able to take the next 3 people, because I maxed at 3 people, so that's done for the time being. But I'm going to, if you put your interview in still, you put your application in, the ones at the top of the list, you'll be the first ones to get interviewed. And I'm also going to still reach out to you in real time today. The day I get it is the day I'll reach out to you as well now, even if it's 5-6 months later. So hit the thumbs up and the likes button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the message. What is Pluto going direct really about? Okay, so here's some important dates for you for Pluto and Capricorn. Get your pen and pencil and start to write this down. So the retrograde entered its first shadow period January 9th of this year, 2024. January 9th, 2024, the shadow period begins. So look in your Google Photos. What did you take pictures of? What had you, based off of your all 12 sign zodiac forecast, feeling like you were pinned against the wall, feeling like you had to address the higher, more conscious octaves of the way you assert yourself, the way you take action, the way you take care of your physical body, okay? The way you psychologically attach and decide to be motivated for an ambition, for a dream, a hope, something that is bigger than big, something that is bigger than you, something that God has assigned. And so start looking at that time, right? That was when Pluto Capricorn first hit its shadow at 29 degrees and 38 minutes. And so that's what we're going and leaving out of as a part of this retrograde going direct. So the actual retrograde, now you can write this down to see, boom, what happened when I was asked to review my life. That was May 2nd, 2024, okay? At 2 degrees of Aquarius, that's when the retrograde began. So start to think, okay, wait. All right, you know, this is how I felt, you know, governing bodies, whether it's my father or an actual IRS agency, was kind of pinning me down and making me feel like, you know, I can't live or survive without them. Okay, great, got it. And then you went into this, okay, no, I'm going to detach from this. aka Aquarius, and I'm going to see this from a higher perspective. I'm going to observe. I'm going to stop being emotional and allowing these, you know, the lack of me experiencing my emotions rather than trying to control and govern them. I'm going to go ahead and start to observe them and see, look, do what you do. I'm a wise enough masculine energy to go ahead and accept whatever is true is true. I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to do anything. Now that was what was happening starting from our review period from May 2nd until now, October 11th. So October 11th, 2024, when we're going direct again, understand we're starting back, okay, at that 29 degrees, the karmic and analytic degree of any planet. And so you talk analytic degree after what, 15 to 16 years of Pluto being in Capricorn since 2008. This is where it gets real crazy, ladies and gentlemen, because if you look back at what was happening January 9th this year, and check it with your all 12 signs forecast that I'm going to give out, and I have previous videos where I give all 12 forecast signs, so check that as well so you can start comparing and contrasting, because that's what Capricorn likes to do. It likes to be methodical. It likes to look at evidence. It's like, look, what actually fucking happened? Okay, can I touch it? Is it set in time? Okay, yes, in time, this has already happened. This is the past. So this, for Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn, can hold Capricorn back, because that's what the past does if you stay there too long, right? It holds you back. It sucks you in. It starts to drown you. It starts to make you feel icky and gunky, and you feel like, oh my God, what is life? That's Pluto and Capricorn, because Cancer is the emotional side of its shadow. Wait, what? Mars is in Cancer when Pluto goes direct? Oh, snap. Yeah, that's happening, okay? And so check that out, okay? And understand that Pluto will be going forward in direct motion and finally going back to where it was in Aquarius, February 2nd of 2025. And that's when it'll be back in Aquarius. So, you know, I would even say, I don't know, a few weeks or so prior to that, you're going to actually already be done with the Capricorn story. But I feel that, you know, by February next year, 2025, you'll start feeling the relief. You'll start feeling better. You'll start feeling the pressure of Pluto. Okay, now here's also what's important. Part 2. I saw 4 on screen. We got to understand that Saturn is in retrograde. So Saturn is ruling Capricorn and Aquarius, everything that this Pluto was trying to do and what it's about. And so Saturn is in Pisces and it's been retrograding, okay? So it really started its shadow period at the spring equinox of this year, which is March 23rd, 2024. And so what was happening in this brand new birthing season? How are you feeling? What were you experiencing? What were the irrational fears that has really started to kind of haunt you and made you feel like you gotta start thinking, and it put you in a mindset where you had these tremendously difficult negative attachments, because this is a lot of what Pluto retrograde is trying to help us transform and mature through in Capricorn. Capricorn is like, can you mature with all of these, you know, childlike fears that are literal, they're legitimate, they're real, they're not to be ignored, but we are being asked to mature. Because coming after the eclipse in Libra, it's like, look, between Aries and North Node, South Node and Libra, it's like, look, can you let go of certain social family values? Because that's where some of these squaring energies are happening from Cancer. It's like your emotional reactions and overreactions in ways in which you control because you're afraid. Can you actually stop killing yourself, destroying yourself, sabotaging yourself? Yes, you can. And that's what I have to say to you. And so that's going to happen from the 23rd of March. Now, when it actually went into retrograde was June 29th. So, what was happening around June 29th? I don't excuse me, language. I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to curse. My bad. I ain't fucking know, okay? But you know, if you know what you know, drop a star down below and support your boy in the channel, okay? Now, that's June 29th. Okay, so I went 19 degrees Pisces. Got it. I'll try to put this up on screen. Now, following that and finishing up, you know, the retrograde will go direct November 15th. So this is 1 month and 4 days or so after Pluto goes direct. Okay, and so if you remember, Pluto is still in shadow period until February next year, but it goes direct. So when Saturn goes direct, November 15th, this is when I want you to start to open your eyes at the experiment that has been playing in the background, in the hidden spaces of your subconscious patterns, behaviors, negative attachments, and possibilities for tremendous abundance and joy. When you surrender and release physical assets, material statuses, you got to let go of what I'm feeling. Oh, I'm an executive chief officer, okay, of this Division 9 branch. Oh no, I worked hard to get my doctorate degree in neuroplasticity, and so you can't tell me what's up, right? All of that attachment is actually keeping you away from your childhood dream. That's a lot of what Pluto retrograde and Pluto going direct, as well as Saturn retrograde and Saturn going direct November 15th and October 10th. That's what this is trying to help us do, because that is an old model that the Eclipse in Libra has asked us very kindly to let go. So that will go direct at 12 degrees of Pisces, aka the degree of surrender, but it's also the degree of the hangman energy. Okay, check out my course. I will have a course for you. It's about major arcana and degree point theory attached and linked to tarot. It's on my website. Go check that out and you'll be able to see, what is this hangman 12 degree? What the hell did he pull that out of? Okay. And then finally, February 18th of next year, aka long game, February 18th of next year, 2025 is when we leave the shadow period. So wait, February 2nd we leave the shadow period for Pluto going direct, and then Saturn direct, we leave the shadow period February 18th. Okay, so February is a huge time, big shift of cosmic and karmic energies, yeah, because Neptune is also going into Aries around that time too. The energy that naturally has tension and squares off. The baby boss versus the big boss. Aries versus Capricorn. Okay, we'll get there when we get there. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Go ahead and enjoy your zodiac sign for all 12 signs. We have the forecast and horoscopes out there. So I want to say I love you. I thank you. I appreciate you for being here. We will see you soon. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Do consider as well joining our membership. All right, do consider signing up for the one-on-one Shamanic Rite mentorship. Again, you got some dates, all right? Maybe you're the one that's supposed to be here for around the March 2025. And if you're interested in coming to do a retreat with me one-on-one, that is a possibility. It is a part of the Shamanic Rite mentorship. The retreat is about shamanism, so you upfront know that. But you will never be able to book that anywhere. You won't see it nowhere. It's only going to go through my one-on-one Shamanic Rite mentorship. I love you. I'll see you soon. Let's get busy, baby. Aries, Pluto direct has really forced you to grow up, and it has matured you with the way in which you pursue your passion. You're not just willy-nilly blowing fire out of your mouth and your nose and your ears when somebody gives you resistance. You're looking at this resistance as a reason of God telling you, yes, these enemies in your face and your way are asking you to destroy X, Y, and Z habits that are destructive and negative attachments, keeping you from winning on the grand stage. So Aries, Pluto direct starting October 11th will really manifest for you around November 15th, when Saturn, the ruler, goes direct as well. And that's when you're going to see tremendous gains and big investments on all the efforts you put towards your passion, Aries. Hit the thumbs up on the likes button, Aries, and drop the fire, letting us know that you're burning away negative karmas, baby. Taurus, Pluto going direct October 11th is really wanting you to address the father figures in your life and start to take a very serious and sincere approach on how can I mature through this process and actually relate with my own personal integrity, the way in which I want the people outside of me to be and stay integral. You've been going through a tremendous dismantling. It's been a little bit uncomfortable, especially as we move back Pluto into Aquarius, when you start potentially squaring depending on where your degrees are. But while it's in Capricorn or Earth, it's the kind of thing where you've likely gone through during this last 16 years or so a tremendous amount of fruition and bringing your intuition into your relationships and connections, not just the physical senses that you have that let you know what's happening, but your sensitivity has evolved and it's bringing you the mental consciousness as well. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button, Taurus. Gemini, Pluto and Aquarius have you taken a look at how you deal with your coworkers and the people that you go ahead and engage with on a daily, the work that you do and the ways in which you organize it? And it's saying, look, hey, here are the negative attachments you've had to certain forms of recognition. Okay, you wanted to be recognized by these peers in a way where you started doing things that weren't necessarily fully integral with your own intimacy and the needs that you have deeply, internally, psychologically. And what's beautiful is, you know, over the last 16 years or so, this has been a transforming narrative for you. I really do believe that Pluto going direct on October 11th will start to manifest tremendous bags of money and material resources and assets that are starting from the way in which you dealt with your karma in the psychoanalytical, psycho-emotional, psycho-spiritual spaces. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button, Gemini, if you agree. We'll hit you up and see you soon. Love. Cancer, Pluto going direct is really opposite of you, and the beauty is it's inviting you to really have the ultimate victory, and what that looks like is just being yourself, being authentic, being full of joy, being excited, and no longer being afraid to show yourself for who you truly are within the people that you relate with. You've gone through a lot of challenges when it comes to your integrity and your relationships, and people have tested you, they've pushed you, and they even appeared as enemies that may not have fully always felt like that. But the beauty of this is you are addressing the way in which you tried to control people from the invisible realms, because you understand their emotions, you understand what they want and what they desire. And you're no longer not doing that, and you're deciding, look, I don't need to do that in order to be myself to feel safe. So now you're just feeling safe because you know that you're this divine motherly creature who loves everybody. So go ahead and drop the moon and some sparkles in the chat. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button if you agree, Cancer. Leo. Capricorn is an earth sign. The 6th house, which is running through you, another earth sign. Your health has been, during this Pluto direct, the #1 concern, and how your physical body is either expressing or repressing and depressing emotions that you need to find ways to no longer be insecure about. And that has negatively impacted your physical body and your health and your wellness. And what's beautiful is you're now reshaping that entire story. You're having this ultimate victory. And what that victory looks like is taking care of your health, your mind, your body, your spirit, okay? Your emotional well-being, Leo. And this horoscope for you is something that has been a 16-year narrative changing. October 11th, Pluto goes direct. November 15th is when you'll start to see the grand harvest and all of the benefits of it. So Leo, if you agree with that, drop the sun sign down below. Let us know you're shining bright like a diamond. Virgo. Pluto going direct is asking you, do you see one of your siblings as a really strong governing body in your life? Somebody that you respect, somebody that you maybe even idolize, but to the point where maybe it even kind of pinned and pushed you down a little bit and didn't allow you to fully express yourself, be yourself, you know, take risk and just have an emotional eruption of joy and excitement in the moment that you felt like, yes, I want to. And this could also just be somebody that could potentially just be in your neighborhood, in your environment. It doesn't have to be a sibling. But at the end of the day, Pluto going direct on October 11th has been a very long-term story of you relinquishing the control that others have on you because you gave it to them, Virgo. And now it's saying, look, I'm the captain now, and you're starting to steer the ship, Virgo. And this is actually really exciting because you're starting to have the courage to speak up and to manifest your mental ideas to the physical reality. So Virgo, if you agree with this Virgo horoscope, hit the thumbs up and the likes button, drop the sparkle in the chat. Let me know that you were down here. Love you. Okay, Libra, I'm really feeling like it's your mother, but it could just be a parent. Somebody has had control, and maybe you repressed your emotions because you felt like it was the stoic thing to do. It was the manly thing to do, even if you're a woman. Pluto direct in Capricorn is a 15 to 16 year narrative since 2008. And it's saying, look, you are now more emotionally in control of how you digest, assess, and have integrity with those emotions, and be intelligent through the observation of them on how you're going to now balance the heart and the mind. And ultimately what's going on is you're letting go of what your governing bodies, your parents, your guardians thought and placed on you as this is what's socially acceptable, valuable, and important. And now you're reinventing your entire self-worth. So if you agree with that, Libra, drop the scales down in the chat. Let us know you're a Libra, you're watching. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. I want to say thank you for being here, Libra. This is your horoscope. Scorpio horoscope is a narrative of movement. It's a narrative of leaving the trapped memories in your mind behind and no longer allowing your physical body to suffer. Scorpio, my main thing on Pluto going direct on October 11th is to ask you, where is your body hurting? Is it your knee? Is it your back? Is it your neck? Where are you hurting? Is your throat raspy? These are the indications. Your physical body is going to be the one holding on to the negative attachment. And you comment that area down below in the chat, and maybe I can go ahead and help you out. But at the end of the day, you can let go of the control and allow your mind to roam and speak freely. Everything that you have not said, every desire that you have not shared, every passion that you have not pursued is in the process of getting actively accomplished, full of ambition, life, and vigor, Scorpio. And I'm fucking happy for you. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button if you agree, and drop the ego in the chat. Let me know. We're soaring high, baby. Ciao. Sagittarius horoscope for the Pluto going direct October 11th. This is a story narrative about your self-worth and the way in which you express yourself, and you no longer look at, you know, the status quo, because that's not what you were designed in here to do. You're no longer allowing the subconscious program to control and rule what you do, how you do, when you do it, why you do it. And that's a great thing, Sagittarius, because you're here to be free. You're a symbol that represents enlightenment itself. You are the one here to teach us. And through the way in which you relinquish the control that whatever governing body or parent had over you and your subconscious and negative attachments, the way in which you've got rid of them and healed them, okay, that's what's awesome, is coming through into the physical realm. And you're going to be able to teach that to people who has a new natural talent and ability. Sagittarius, if you agree and you resonate with that, I want you to drop the arrow in the chat. Let me know. Boom, you made it here. I love you. Hit the thumbs up. Ciao. Capricorn, how many people have you let go? How many people have you let go? How much physical pain are you no longer willing to endure because you're holding all the weight of the other people, the groups, the associations down on your shoulders? I know a lot of doctors that are already in this space I've talked to and I've done work with, and you know, they're like, you know, those accolades, those accomplishments, those trophies, don't let them hold you back. And Pluto and Capricorn has been showing you that, you know, this isn't worth you. You as the greatest and grandest sacrifice is not worth it. It's worth pursuing your dreams and your aspiration, Capricorn. It's worth listening to God and realize that you are one of the most highly spiritual signs. But people don't want to believe that. And somewhere along the way, you kind of forgot about that through the simplicity of tradition. Let go of the control that traditions have had on you and go ahead and pursue what God is telling you to do. If you agree with that, drop an angel halo in the chat. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. It's Pluto Direct. November 15th is your gifts. Aquarius, you're going through one of the most ultimate victories, and it's all about letting go of the control and deciding, I am willing to fight for what is right. I am willing to fight for what I see and have experimented as for my vision and my career and how my career be. I'm willing to fight the demons in my mind. Okay, the demons are related to negative emotions that I have attached to because and that's something that you're going to realize as a subconscious program. Is like, you're not as negative as you thought you were, like, but you have adopted some negative habits and thought patterns, and from observing and watching so much without enough action. Because by not acting on things, Pluto Direct on October 11th says act on these things, and by November 15th, when Saturn goes direct as well, another one of your rulers, you will start to understand what you have been manifesting in the dark all this time. So November 15th, Aquarius, hit the thumbs up, like bunch up the lightning bolt, let us know that you agree. Ciao. Pisces horoscope. This may sound funny, it may sound cliche, but you're embracing a higher power. Pluto go direct on October 11th. And the thing is, you're having one of the most ultimate victories when it comes to changing your mind and taking and pursuing a brand new direction on what means something to you today, right now, in the present moment. And the willingness that you have to rule yourself and follow your own third eye, your own intuition, your own higher chakras, to the promised land. So the question is, what's the promised land? Well, you'll see that over this last 16 years, if you look at the dates that we mentioned earlier in the video, okay, on how did some governing ruling body decide that you were easy to manipulate and control. And now that you have kind of seen through that illusion, because you always have, but you're willing to accept it in reality, you're ready to face and move into positivity, Pisces. And that's amazing. So drop the battery in the chat. Let us know you're here and you resonate. Hit the thumbs up and the likes button. Scorpio, Pisces, excuse me. Scorpio, your Pisces horoscope for the Pluto Direct. Remember, November 15th is when your true gifts and rewards are going to present themselves, Pisces.